Etude number 36 allows us the opportunity to work on string crossings, bow management, legato playing, and also some shifting. Starting with the first few bars, we are already challenged about the legato playing and the bow management issue. And to me, the best legato feel can be obtained if we anticipate with the right elbow the next string or next strings up and then cross the whole arm. The next issue is that of maintaining the discipline of doing everything that's on the page throughout the etude in regards to articulation and dynamics. For example, the last note I just played is marked long, the top G, but often students chop it off and play it short because the next few notes are short. I think we should establish early on the discipline of doing what's on the page and then keeping it like that throughout the whole etude. I'm going to play now the first 47 bars and I'll try my best to do exactly what says on the page with all the surprising dynamics that jump at us and also the bow management and accents, all the dynamic indications. So I can again exercise the discipline that I will later use in other repertoire that we play or chamber music or orchestra playing as well. And so on and so forth. A couple of more issues throughout this passage I just played. One of them is the need for us to play with different bow pressures on the same in the same passage in bar 35 and the next 8 bars where we play sustained G and also moving notes in the left hand. That is where it makes sense to press a little bit more on the D and much lighter on the G so we don't hear the unimportant note equally as the important notes. Another thing that as a technique can be developed is in bar number 17 and 18 we have this chain of, I would say, caterpillar-like movements where we should extend and contract the hand as opposed to shifting all the time. So I'll do it once slowly. That's how we learn a lesson about technique, by doing stuff like that and not always shifting no matter what we play. Jumping ahead in bar number 93 and the pickup to that, we have this unusual octave that we have to find in the middle of nowhere. The way to securely get to that, I would practice it slowly by first finding the low D flat with the pizzicato and then tapping the high D flat and doing it a few times until I have taught my left hand to find this octave independently from the bow. After I do this a few times faster and faster, eventually my muscle memory will help me to find this without any other little way or secret or method. So that's how I would practice this particular challenge. Going on to the next page, the last page, we have a few shifts that I'm going to discuss one by one. Starting with bar number 119, we have first of all just an extension from C sharp to G. The next one from F sharp to A, it's easy enough because of the high harmonic. After that we go to a B natural via a C sharp, very quietly played with the first finger on the D string. The next one we go from A to C sharp. The way I find it, I go to an A harmonic very quietly and then tap the C sharp. The next one is again through a guide finger, I go from B to B quietly and then I tap the top D. In the last one, because it's the same finger going from C sharp to E, I go directly to the E. And when I practice this slowly, I make sure that all of these are done well until I'm familiar and comfortable with all of them. And then as I play faster and faster, hopefully my muscle memory will be again helping me out. And the last challenge is for us to find the next F in tune. So the way to do it is, once we are done with this note, we shift very softly in the same bow. We find the F, we organize our next few notes, and then we play it for real in the next bow. So I hope this clarifies how we need to practice intelligently by sometimes slowing down a lot what we do, any challenge that we have, to understand the mechanical component, and as we go faster gradually, we will have a method to rely on, and not just practicing by repeating many times.